Dear diary, can I tell you a secret again? I think I've spent a lot of my life believing that life was waiting for me somewhere in the future. After I've achieved my next goal, or I got the next job, after my business grew, after I set up my business initially, after my business grew, after I bought a house, after I had more money, after I felt more confident, or had more time, after, I mean, you kind of getting the gist of it all. Almost as though life was rewarding, was not rewarding, what life was the reward waiting for me at the end of my ambition, of my next thing. And I wonder how many of us are living like that currently. We are not unhappy with our lives. We are grateful. We love our families. We are proud of what we've achieved and what we've built. But there is always this feeling that the real living, the being alive feeling, will begin later, when things have come down or settled a bit, when the children older and not fully dependent, even though I hear they're always our children, when this difficult period is over, or when the work is done, as if the work is ever done, when we finally become the person we have been trying so hard to become. But genuinely, let's be honest, the work is never completely done. There's always another goal, another problem to solve, another level to reach, or promotion, or whatever you want to call it. Another reason or excuse why maybe today is not quite the right time to slow down and fully be here. And suddenly, and we see this especially when you have small kids, years can pass by while we are preparing ourselves for a life that was happening really all along. And this is the default I really want to question now. That belief that we must build the life first and leave it afterwards, maybe when we're retired or when we've got it all figured out. Because what if life is not waiting for us at the end? What if this is the life? This is what it means to feel alive. These ordinary mornings when chaos happens, the noisy kitchens, the children when they are calling your name when you're really trying to finish something or post something or speak to your customers, the walk that maybe you nearly did not take because you were too busy with other things but life. Those conversations that you are only half present for. A family meal. That little idea they've got in your mind that you can't stop thinking about. The feeling that we have inside that keeps saying there must be another way to live. What if this is all of it? This is life. What if this is not the part we have to get through before our life begins? What if this present moment, what if this is our life? I mean, I've always been a very ambitious person, very driven, very motivated, and I still am. You know, I want to create from the heart. I want to grow. I want wealth and freedom and experiences in, you know, like traveling experiences, to see the world, to experience different cultures. I want to show my children what is possible and really support and believe in their dream. I want to become everything I know I am capable of becoming, everything I know I can be. But what I no longer want is to chase the future so intensely that I miss the life that I'm currently in that takes me there. Because ambition, this is kind of the idea that I'm coming towards with. Ambition was never supposed to remove us from our lives. It was just supposed to help us create them, create those lives that we want. And yet, I wonder how often do we tell ourselves, and I know I've done it so many times over the years, just one more year, just one more push, just to the next level, just until I finish this, just until we get there, just until things become a bit easier, then I will have time to, to rest my body and my mind. I will have time to travel. I will have time to be present. I will have time to look after myself and be, be enjoying what I have created. I will have time to leave. And the questions that I'm asking myself is, what if then keeps moving? And it does, by the way. We always keep on moving that then, don't we? Every time we reach it, we create another then. There's another new step, another new destination. What if the finish line was never real? Because there's not really a point at which life suddenly becomes complete and gives us permission to enjoy now. There is no final achievement or final bottom line that says you have done enough now. You may finally be here and enjoy yourself. We have to give ourselves that permission, and that permission that we need to give ourselves is now. We have to decide that our lives are not something we will return to after we've completed all our responsibilities. I feel like our lives are happening inside those responsibilities, inside those ambitions that we have, inside that crazy mess that we live every day, inside those unfinished plans. Those plans always feel unfinished. Inside that uncertainty, like, it's part of the excitement. Inside that becoming, and perhaps this is what it means to live a whole life. Not a life where everything's perfect. Not a life without ambition or responsibility or everything else that is being thrown at you, but a life where you're not constantly divided between where you are, like past, and where you think you should be, future. A life where you can desire more without treating today as though it's not enough. A life where growth does not require you to be absent from yourself. A life where you can build a future while you're still experiencing the present. Because what I do not want to do is reach every goal and realize I was never truly there for the journey. I do not want to create freedom one day while living without freedom now. I do not want to build a beautiful life one day that I'm always too busy to experience now. I don't want my children to remember that I was building something wonderful for us, but I was never fully with them while I built it. They grow up so fast. And I definitely don't want to keep postponing the woman that I want to be. You know, I want to be the woman who has time to take a walk slowly in the forest and notices things. I love a good hike. I want to be the woman who laughs and is present with her children, who rests without guilt, who enjoys the food that she cooks. I want to be able to listen, like truly listen to my children and their silly questions and when they speak their minds. I want to be creating from desire, from the heart, rather than from the pressure. I am truly deeply ambitious. I always have and I always will. But I also want to be deeply alive. I don't want to have to choose between being present and wanting more. I really don't want to have to abandon ambition. I just need to stop believing that the destination is more valuable than the life that is currently unfolding on the way there. And maybe that is my unlearning, and might be yours too, because we were taught so much over the years and as we were growing up to prepare for life, study for the job, work for the money, save for the future, build for security, whatever that is. Keep pushing so one day you can relax, retire. And yes, preparing does matter. Responsibility matters. Building something meaningful matters. It definitely matters to me and to my heart. But life cannot only be preparation. You can not always stay in between. At some point, we have to live inside it, but truly live inside it. We have to stop standing outside of our own lives, assessing them, improving them, planning them, seeing what they could become. We have to enter them, like fully enter them. I was going to say even when they are unfinished, actually, especially when they are unfinished. Because this moment is not a rehearsal. This season or chapter or period is not like a waiting room. Sorry, my mouth was dry. Today is not like the bridge between who you were and who you're becoming, and it just doesn't matter. This is part of the life we have asked for. So yeah, I still have goals, ambition, really big goals actually. I still believe there is more available to me, and I believe we can create lives with more freedom, wealth, better health, connection, like true connection, purpose, which is very, very important, and still have plenty of choice. But I do not want those things because I am trying to escape today. I want to create them from a place of being fully here, fully alive, fully available for the life that is mine now. Because life is not the reward waiting for me at the end of my ambition. Is not. My life is really happening now, and so is yours. And I don't want to miss it. Do you?